Hello everybody and welcome to the Marquette Rec Center for the 2022 Battle at the Rec Squirt Division. This will be the B bracket here, kicking off for the host Thunder, taking on the Marquette Crossroads team here on Friday night. And to take the opening face-off for the Thunder there, Parker Marquette. And this will get pushed in there. Vincent trying to keep deep and pushed back out towards Neath near center, who goes D to D to the partner Bird. Heitman out there putting a little bit of pressure on. This one will be chased down to the corner by Marquette and pushed out by Verlin. Trying to clear there. Petrosic. And able to make it through center now and carry on down is Caitlin Rosenbigger. This one sent out across center once more, gathered in on D by Sturos. Sent on, looking in the direction of Petrosic, and now back out. Marquette here for the Thunder, looking to carry through. That one batted away and carried on by Verlin. Now back up the boards. Picked in by Tetik. And now chased down near side. Vincent trying to get to that one right around the corner there, though, was Sturos. Sturos making a good effort here to weave through the Thunder D and all the way down. Finally able to push the puck away on that one was Marquette. Marquette now upended, trying to come out of the zone. Sturos had it for a moment there. Vincent trying to clear. Heitman again, carrying it only as far as the aggressive defense of Bird. Bird now off the boards. Up to Schaffer. Schaefer across center into the zone. Little escape move out towards the top there. Feeds to the far side for Cook. Cook, a twirling backhand. Sturos again trying to carry up through. Will feed across center. Puts that one onto the stick of Petrosic once more. Neath able to get that near the blue line, but Sturos able to just barely hold it in. Off the boards, trying to feed that one in the direction of Vincent, and now backhanded into the zone deep once again. Across center. So in Schroeder comes down, takes the shot there. Good defense played by Myron. Able to get that one out. Chops it down, and almost the breakaway there, but on the little lacrosse move, a high stick called, and that'll bring us to our first stoppage here. 9:26 in this one. Again, mentioned this is the B-level bracket this weekend in the Battle at the Rec. The M&M Thunder C team played before this, falling to Middleton. They'll play tomorrow at 1:50. It's here to be carried ahead and out of the zone by Hill, and that one will be just a touch offsides. As I mentioned, the C division for the Thunder will play tomorrow at 1:50. The winner of this game plays tomorrow at 7:40 p.m. with the less victorious team playing at 3 p.m. So that's what's on the line here in this one, as Neath circles around, feeds up, looking in the direction of Schaefer, and just a little bit wide. That'll go all the way down. We'll get another stoppage here for the icing. Bring this one all the way back. Let's come to the blocker side, the right hand of the Thunder netminder. So here comes out to the point. Shot taken by Verlin and wide. So go around, looking to feed out there. Schaefer trying to feed it past Verlin, unable to do so. A little bit of help here from Marquette, feeds it through, poked aside by Petrosic, and now Schaefer again to come across center, trying the near side. Had a little bit of a convoy there, but Schroeder will be out just a step ahead. And offsides for the Thunder. So we'll bring this one here. Neutral zone face-off near side out there. It'll be Schaefer for the Thunder, flanked on either side by Cook and Vincent. This one won back cleanly towards T-Tech on the defensive side. And across to Neath. Neath going to carry this one up. Himself enters the zone on the near side. Pressure there from Verlin. Wraps around down low. Sends that one pinging off the post. Gathers in behind. Trying to work it out in front. It's a little bit wide. A backhand there by Schaefer to put back in the direction of the net. This one will be carried out. Pressure along the blue lines there will slow down Rosalind Bigger, and Schaefer sends back the other direction. Verlin now trying to weave through. Will do so somewhat successfully. Takes a little bit of some stick action there from Vincent. T-Tech steps up, forces a shot to go wide around far side. Heitman behind the net there, battling with a combination of Neath and T-Tech. This one able to be brought out across center. Marquette carries this one on. One man to beat back on D. It's Sturos, and a shot there offered and kicked aside. Rebound comes out in front. Marquette back on it, but the defense there, a combination of Petrosic and company, able to carry this one out now towards central ice, but big save there by Holm in net for Marquette. Sturos carries that one across, gets upended there. Backhand by Vincent, puts it back out towards center. Petrosic will look far side. Sturos headed in the wrong direction, so Bird will chase this down, goes off the boards. Looking to feed through towards Cook. And that one will be sent all the way back down. No icing as there was contact along the boards. T-Tech will gather in just under 7 minutes here in the first period of this one, all tied up at nothing. As that one goes down again, close enough, no icing. It'll be waved off. Sturos will gather in. Behind his own netminder, trying to carry this one out through Bird, does so, gets taken down there a little bit. T-Tech near center, backhands, trying to feed through. Stopped there by Gardner. Pushed along. Schaefer putting in a little bit of effort to stop this one. Sturos comes through, knifes his way down in there. Something, number 10 out there, got the red helmet. Adam Sturos has done a couple times, weaved right through the center of the ice as if there was nobody there, even though there's lots of traffic. This one, Woodworth carries up for the Thunder. Face some pressure, stop, tried to feed through to the center in the direction of Vincent. That'll find a lot of traffic there. Bird doing a good job to battle and keep that one going. Sturos was there along with Myron, and it'll be Sturos who carries out now, going one-on-one against Neath, puts it past, but can't quite catch up to the puck until it's already too late, and then Neath will win that battle. Able to clear that one out of the zone. I believe Schaefer on the far side. He handled there, banked off the boards just out of reach of Marquette. Marquette trying to push that one through, spins off, comes away with the puck. Rounds the corner near center, past a sliding defender, now makes it in behind, walks down, comes, works the backhand, and a kick save there made by Holm. Great effort to get it down there, even better effort in the net. Comes away with the mano-a-mano victory on that as this gets sent near side, poke just about out of reach of Neath, who charges to keep that one in the zone and puts back to the corner. Schroeder is down there. This one, Verlin going to chase around, trying to pick it up there. Cook along the boards, and it'll be Marquette trying to take a step out, but stopped. In comes Cook, throws a little body there. Down went Verlin. And now trying to weave out of the zone was Petrosic and get on to Huel, but this will be Neath now, charging up the boards near side, makes his way into the zone, going around, trying to sneak past number 5, Carson Petrosic, and fires a shot wide across the net mouth. Now carried up, sneaking in behind, good half step to get back on sides there, if only just barely. Schroeder now near center ice, walks down, gets through Petrosic, has to pause to gather in. Verlin come down, a little bit of pressure there. That one shot and stopped by Holm, which allowed it to pause precariously near the slot now. Trying to weed through there again with Schroeder, but pushing it to the corner. Petrosic. This one out towards the point. Tidic sends back down deep in there, rebounded out in front. Schroeder trying out a couple of them. This one wrapped around now, back for Tidic, out near the point. Steps up, the shot there. That one bounced all the way through and found some iron on the far post. Made it farther than I expected it to with all the traffic, but just about 2 inches too wide as this one gets sent by Schroeder Woodworth. Back out to Tidic, and a shot there again stopped. Sliding across the blue line, or the goal crease there. Marquette defender to assist. They'll carry back the other direction. This one to be carried up here by Gardner. Gardner made his way past Bird and offered a shot on Landon Dura, but deflected to the wide side. 3 minutes here in the first. As that one bounces down in front and scrambling, unable to get a glove on top of it was Dura. And now trying to feed that one through, just snuck it under the stick of Verlin and out. It'll deaden off the boards there. Staros backhands, looking for somewhere to go. This will be Verlin, puts in deep. Handled there by Dura, fed on to Neath. Neath picks up behind. 2:38 remain now, looking for Vincent. Schaefer picks this one up. Curls trying to build some momentum, but the defense was there. That'll go back towards Staros on defense, feeds through. Vincent slows that down, and Cook is going to be a step ahead there. I think Liam Cook thought he was going to get the feed and didn't, but proceeded into the zone just a step offsides. We'll get a stoppage here. 2:24 remains in the first period. 0-0 as the M&M Thunder Squirts face off in their opener of this home tournament against the Marquette Crossroads Squirt B Division Battle at the Rec 2022 as Marquette goes forward with it. Gonna make the way through, takes a shot there again. This one cleared out of side there by Staros. Silas Holman net there, taking a barrage of shots from the Thunder in the past few minutes of this period as Marquette feeds another one there. That one redirected in front, coming through is Vincent. Manages to slow down the clearing attempt, but Staros comes out far side. A little bit of room to move. Marquette in trail. Coming down there. Neath splits through, takes the backhand and up over the stick of Dura. Again, Staros slippery through the offensive zone to get the shot off. As Heitman holds that one in near the blue line, sends down low. T-Tech picks up for the Thunder. Gets that one picked aside there. Wrap around effort down low. I believe that one came from Lucas Petrosic, and now Neath back in the other direction. Staros, the only man back enough to force Neath down low. Neath works to the front, backhand there again, and saved by Holm. Just a fantastic performance so far in net here through the majority of this first period, especially in the past few minutes. Thunder's had opportunities. He's kept them to a 0 on the board as Lucas Petrosic backhands that one in the direction of the net. Gathered by Marquette. Marquette trying to feed through to Schroeder, who's waiting behind. Staros has enough time to recover. A little backhand spin move there. Lots of velocity, but just a bit wide of the net as they clear this one out again. And T-Tech will chase down. 45 seconds remaining in period number 1. T-Tech from behind. Netminder Dura feeds up towards Schroeder. Off the boards, Schaefer trying to clear. Good defense, feds back. Schroeder there, right off the bench was Gardner. Gardner pushes up towards Petrosic, trying to feed through all the chaos was Schaefer again. And a loose puck there. Neath up the boards, looking for Schroeder. Will get there. Gonna carry that one down low. This time picks the far corner. And a good goal for the Thunder there. That was quite the effort all the way down the far boards. Made it through the defense, then picked the corner up and in, and the Thunder take a 1-0 lead here with just 9 seconds left in the first. So good timing on the shot too, after how long he took to make down the zone and then pick the corner. And so we'll come out towards the center and strike one on Neath there, but again, a goal there at the end of the first. I always felt like those last few minutes of a period, especially in a close game, few minutes, few seconds, however you break it down, in a close game were pivotal, I should say. I'll add a syllable. Pivotal for momentum. Because now, obviously as you get older and you go to Zamboni breaks, it's a little bit longer to think about it, but now you've got to go into this intermission thinking about how you were tied up and let that slip away in the last under 10 seconds of the game. So well-timed goal there for the Thunder to take a 1-0 lead right at the end of the first. Quick breaks here. Just a minute in between segments. We'll get the skaters back out there right away and ready to rock and roll. Marquette aggressively addressing the face-off dot there. Was Waylon Huell trying to get his team pumped up to start period number 2. He'll take on Schaefer in the face-off dot, and Huell pushes forward with that one, but only as far as Cook on the far side. Cook, those couple of quick steps that you see sometimes with more tenacious play, unfortunately, somewhere in there. We're going to get a penalty to go against the Thunder. This will be number 13, Owen Schaefer. This one down. Again, interesting to remember with the new guidelines for penalty lengths. That'll be a minute up on the board. Just 13 seconds here into the second. Vincent trying to push that one through, but short-handed. So it'll come down. That'll be T-Tech trying to go off the boards there. A bit of a pile up in front, and down low gathering it in. Heitman out towards the point and shot there by Verlin. Wraps around T-Tech again. Tied up. Heitman there able to feed that to Verlin once more. This time it'll be picked up by Myron, and that'll go down and stopped by Dura. This face-off here will come in the Thunder defensive zone. Right-hand side, blocker side of Landon Dura. Or number 99. Not a number you see in net very often, but got the double nines back there so far. Pitching a shutout through this one. That one comes out in front there. Collides with Bird. Marquette trying to find some room to move here. Still down a skater on the ice as they'll enter the zone 2-on-2. Looks for that one. Backside comes out to Schroeder, who sends the shot just a bit wide across the net mouth. Had it back door. Great angle off the boards and just maybe a little bit too much wax on the stick. Pulled that one across. Marquette now feeds out in front. That one for Schaefer, and this time off the pipe. Fed that one on the rebound through the 5-hole, but deflected by a stick. 3 would-be, should-be goals there for the Thunder in about as many seconds. As Sturos tries to weave through that slot area. Backhand there from Marquette. Thunder are full strength, I should mention, as if the shooting gallery wasn't evidence enough, and Sturos will bring this one out of the zone. Sturos comes through, looking to do that sneaky little thing he does through the defense. This time unable to, and good job holding the blue line there was Carson Petrosic with the backhand twirl. Marquette feeds up towards Schroeder. Schroeder gets it into neutral ice. They're going to fan out here. Schroeder a shot from down low. That one blocked aside by Holm. Sturos trying to feed out there. Stopped by T-Tech near the top. Now Cook trying to push that one back in. Schaefer in up underneath there. And this will come near side. Picked up by Heitman. Heitman a shot there up high and into the waiting glove of Dura. Just a little bit shorter for a second there. It looked like it was going to be one of those kind of awkward distance bouncing pucks. But that one will make it there on the fly, and Dura will hang on. We'll get the stoppage here. Face off. Left side of the Thunder net. It'll be Heitman in there for Marquette, working against Marquette. That one won towards the center there. Trying to push it was Roslyn Bigger, but also there Cook for the Thunder as this one comes around. Vincent trying to crash down on it, put a little bit of pressure on to Roslyn Bigger, and now Marquette able to carry this one through. Got Verlin draped all over him as he comes in, takes the shot there, picks the back corner, and that'll be a Thunder goal again. Kept it low and out of reach. Wore the defender all the way down the ice and able to pick a spot and put the Thunder up by 2 here. About midway, maybe a third of the way through the second period. That one there, Parker Marquette goes the distance. They're fighting out of the defensive zone, takes it all the way down and puts that one in. This one towards Bird. Heel tried to carry that one through. Neath off the boards, looking to feed up towards Schaefer. Combination of Carson, Pertausik, and Verlin slowed that one down, and now this one carried on net. Brought all the way in there by Myron before being sent into the corner where Schaefer will try and feed up there. A little bit of spin, backhand there. Guy feeds that one through. Gets Schroeder in behind the D. Going to have Petrosic there and a shot up. That one deflects and goes off the glass end boards. Good shot there. Bit of a rocket. Just a little bit high and off the shoulder of the netminder there. Schroeder's able to recover and help hold that one in. Backhand weaves through all the way to the corner, down low. Schaefer will feed towards Vincent. Aaron Vincent out to Neath at the point. Neath feeds that one through, looking for someone back door. It'll be Schaefer off the boards down low. Puck on in there. Took a second to let it settle down a bit. Shot there from Neath, made it through. Nearly redirected by Vincent. Wrap around there came from Schroeder and found a gap. You don't see the wraparound worked quite as much as you once did, but good positioning there from, I believe that was Vincent in the slot on the back door. Kept the goalie's attention for long enough to open up the post for Schroeder, and that'll be 3-0 Thunder. This one's sent up by Petrosic towards the corner, off the boards. T-Tech trying to feed it out, picked up in the slot by Lucas Petrosic, and now it'll be Marquette coming back the other way. Got Schroeder on the right side there. They'll curl as they came in 2-on-3. Good defense by Sturos to slow that down. This one here cleared out, trying to feed up onto the stick of Heitman, who's quickly met there by Bird. Backhand center out there. Sturos will pick up, trying to carry in, fires a shot. That one goes just a bit wide, and now out of the corner, Bird wraps around, held in by Sturos again, looking center for the stick of Roslyn Bigger, and it'll be picked off here. Marquette heading the other way. Sturos back on defense, puts a body on, forces Marquette to spin that one around, separates from the puck down low. Schroeder gets there, trying to send backdoor for Marquette. Marquette down low now in there. Carson Petrosic as well to assist. The puck down low behind the net there. Sturos keeping Schroeder off it at least for a moment, trying to feed through the crowd out in front. Looks like it was Roslyn Bigger who came away with it for a second before Cook got on it. And now Heitman pushes into the net, into the zone, looking for Petrosic near side. Instead, first one there will be T-Tech off the board, stepping up Sturos. Cook all over him there, and now T-Tech able to clear. And clears the good bank off the wall there, picks up Schaefer on the fly. Schaefer walks in, moves it backhand, forehand and over, and feeds that one right through. Beats the glove hand side of the netminder. 4-0 now, the Thunder lead. 6:04 remaining in the second period. This one here, sweeping through there, and a shot from Huell goes wide. Down low, Neath battling for it. He's got assistance from Marquette as they'll go up against the combo of Myron and Gardner. Looks like that'll be Gardner taking a walk towards the net there, and a save snapped up by Dura. 5:37 here in period number 2. Just a reminder, all Thunder home games here from this tournament will be broadcast live on this M&M Thunder Hockey YouTube channel, as well as, available in recording, in perpetuity as long as the internet exists. You can go back and check those out later, or if players themselves want to watch, they're always there. But we'll be here all weekend for both divisions of Thunder home games. Again, we've already got game number 2 scheduled for the C Division tomorrow at 1:50. That's 50 as in 10 minutes to 2 p.m. tomorrow for the Thunder C. And if the B Division Thunder team holds on here in this one, which in seeming control of it, they will play tomorrow at 7:40 p.m. So, nice Saturday night game for the winner of this game. Verlin carries in, tripped up there by Bird. Neath from the corner, trying to feed that one past Gardner. Gardner will pick up, looking to, like the intention was to feed towards the point. Instead, Sturos will pick up near center. Feeds hard across to partner, but crashing through there is Schroeder. Schroeder comes down. Good defense by Sturos. Schroeder puts the brakes on near the goal line. Tries to feed through, and Sturos going to break through up the middle. Makes his way around one, and now has Bird on rails here, coming in, trying to sneak through, and at the last second, Bird manages to get a stick on that one and separate. Clearing pass, though, picked up by Verlin out towards the top. This will be loose puck picked up by Vincent. Vincent going to send that one down. No icing called as Sturos is in the area. 4:17 remaining as Marquette separates Sturos from the puck on that one. Coming through to return the favor on the other side, Waylon Huell now carries back again, working against Neath. Bird harassing from behind. No call there as Huell went down. This one will wrap around near side. Vincent on the puck, trying to backhand through, but quick pressure came in the form of Lucas Petrosic. Gardner now bodied aside a little bit and chasing it down low. Petrosic again trying to feed through. From behind the net there, Marquette trying to come through, got picked off. Centering pass was out in front, turned around a bit. Was Petrosic, couldn't get the shot off, and now Vincent, out of the confusion, will carry this one near center. Recovering there. Rosalind Bigger able to separate from the puck, but from the defensive side, Bird will come through and carry this one up. Bird enters his zone, offers a shot from the high slot there. Rebound bouncing out in front. Looked like an attempt to cover it there, but Carson Petrosic will gather and clear, trying to feed through. Sturos picks up near the high slot, carries through neutral ice. Has Cook there in defense. Coming across was Bird and upended Sturos there. Contact deemed incidental as this one comes out now. Trying to be walked back in by Rosalind Bigger. Bit of a collision there, a little friendly fire between Thunder players, and now Marquette finally able to get some room to work coming out the far side. Loose puck there to be chased down. Sturos gets the backhand on it, keeps it in neutral. This one's centered. Picked up momentarily by Heitman. And now Neath from behind the Thunder net looking to feed across center. Who else but Sturos will be the one to get the stick on it. Now pull into corral. 2:20 remaining here. Second period. Sturos turns away from pressure. Now evades Schroeder. Coming up, trying to make past T-Tech at the blue line. Will do so. Carries across. They'll come in 4-on-1 here just about. T-Tech coming back to recover, and a good job by Neath to slow it down, at least for the moment. Setting up there, Staros, a shot deflected wide, picked up behind the net now by Petrosic, and unable to get it to the slot. Bobbled at the blue line, so pushing through Schroeder, but Staros again on defense, able to break that up before it's backhanded deep by Schroeder once more. From behind the net, this one will wrap out. Blue line held in there by Neath onto Schroeder, who puts deep towards the corner. Carson Petrosic will be the chaser there. Comes out in front, backhand offered by Schaefer. Petrosic will carry across center now. Neath looking to recover defensive position there. Chops at it, enough to force it to the boards, where Bird will go hunt it down. At least that is until it's chopped back again. And now Neath off the boards trying to feed through. And an icing will be called here with 66 seconds remaining in the second period of play. Shot there, goes wide behind the net, coming out from behind is Bird trying to feed that one up. Deflected there to the far corner. Neath working against Myron. Schaefer now trying to sneak through, manages to push that puck past a couple of defenders. Rush stalls out near the top of the zone, though, for Marquette skaters in the neighborhood. That one Verlin trying to carry out. Now Gardner trying to bring wide side, feeds up and through. Nobody in that neighborhood, however. This one chipped off the boards by Marquette out towards center. Verlin gathers. They're going to feed through. Vincent slows down for a second there. The puck will feed underneath, and that will do it for period number 2. Thunder lead 4-0. After that one, a 3-0 period for the Thunder. We'll take a 60-second break here and be right back with the final period and the conclusion of this one. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. Period number 3 here. Be Marquette, flanked by Vincent and Schroeder out there on this one. On the opposite side, Heitman to take the draw, but Marquette will push through right away here, trying to make it around Staros. Sets up the shot, looking near side. Can't quite beat the glove. And a little bit outside of the net profile, as it were. To the corner now, Marquette gathers in, trying to feed back towards center. That one will get picked off. Staros now working behind the net. Tied up there, penalty upcoming. This one will go against the Thunder here as it comes across center. On the stick of Petrosic. Now Roseland Bigger trying to force through, and we're going to get the touch from Bird And the penalty called. Looked like a hook or something like that coming out of the corner. The call may have been interference. So it'll be a minute in the box there for Schroeder, and we'll bring the puck down here left side of Dura for the draw. It'll be Heitman and Perquette on the draw. This one towards the boards and the stick of Myron trying to feed out. Instead, Perquette will carry on. Perquette seems to get a little bit of jump being short-handed here, at least as far as putting offensive pressure on comes through. I remember from the last power play, all over the ice as this comes out towards Bird. Bird puts in, wraps around down low, far corner. Schaefer will be on it. To the center for Perquette, crashing down Bird. Bird backhands the direction of the net, deflected there by Sturos for a moment. And now onto the stick of Myron. Tries to feed that one up and out. Good strength there, crossing the blue line from Huell. Had that for a second, and now back the other way, Perquette again. Sturos to work against, manages to separate Perquette from the puck, settles in the corner. Feeds that one out towards T-Tech. A great pass, missed a couple of defenders. And a shot there just wide. Perquette spins on that one wide of the net mouth again. Comes around near side, backhand there, stopped. Kept in by T-Tech. Attempt on net there for Perquette, finds the point, goes out to Neath. Who offers up a shot, but it'll be cleared back out towards center once again, and we're going to get a little bit of confusion and an offsides. Everyone's full strength once again. I will say those 60-second penalties, it seems like they come and go before I even realized they were there. So we'll get the neutral zone face-off here near side. Perquette again flanked by Schroeder and Vincent. Bird and Neath rounding out the quintet. Perquette pushes forward there. Schroeder crashes through. There's a little bit of a nod between those two before. You have to think that was the plan, and Schroeder offers a backhand right down the goal line. Bounces one in between the 5-hole. It's one of those low-angle shots you don't see go in very often, but just happened to catch the right kind of bounce, and be 5-0 for the Thunder there off of the backhand bouncing puck of Schroeder through the 5-hole. Sturos now tied up by Schaefer. Trying to do something with that. A backhand from Neath off the boards. Finds its way to Bird. Bird going to skate this one all the way through, and a shot there. Blocked down and aside by Holm. Bird struggling to keep that one in, but successfully does so along the blue line. Schaefer now trying to feed that through. It'll be picked up by Vincent. Vincent looking to backhand it on in, and Marquette defense able to feed that one out towards Neath. Neath off the end boards, almost connected directly with Schroeder. Schroeder will have to chase down, sends to T-Tech out at the point. They'll play catch back down to the corner now. 8:42 remaining here as that one gets fed in front of the net there, almost by Schaefer, but sent aside. And this will be Sturos from out behind their own net. Pressure coming from Schaefer to try and separate, and finishing the job there. T-Tech backhands up towards Schroeder. Schroeder slowed down by Petrosic along the blue line, and now Sturos across center once again. This one there touched up. No icing coming as it goes down low to the blue line. Neath wraps around looking for T-Tech. That one will kind of bounce its way out towards center, if nothing else, forcing Marquette to regroup. But near side, Perquette going to wrap around here, find a little bit of open ice, sets up, sees the shot backside. That one will find nothing but iron and bounces back out. Diving effort there, unsuccessful in clearing by Gardner. Marquette trying to push this one through, but it'll be Staros who gets success and even gets it past Bird out towards center. A little bit of room to move here. Neath retreats back onto defense. Bird finds his way home. And this one now fed towards Marquette. Marquette across center. As Petrosic back, Gardner draped all over. And the sliding effort there of Gardner manages to break up the shot, but the effort from Marquette pushes that one through and finds pay dirt at the end of it. Got to credit the defensive effort there of Gardner sliding in and the persistence of Marquette to stay with that puck in spite of it. 6-0 now the score in favor of the host Thunder in this one. So we'll come back in the direction of T-Tech, goes D to D over to Bird. Bird was looking to feed that one up to either Cook or Schaefer, but a little bit too strong, and there will be an icing. And the icing off of the stick of Bird, interesting. I did a couple of games with his older brother a few weeks ago, and one thing I couldn't help but marvel at was his ability to prevent any and all icing by mastering the angle of the boards to have just about everything go on net. See that there as Petrosic takes the puck away and now carries up, but stopped there. Marquette near center, trying to get some momentum going, and we're going to say Schaefer was a step off sides. As Marquette was having to do a little bit of fancy dancing to get across the blue line. So we'll get the neutral zone face off here. Marquette pushes through. Schaefer gathers in, manages in a diving effort to put that one deep. Staros will pick up behind the net. Reversing down low. Marquette trying to feed across. I think was looking for Schaefer there. Instead it will be Bird from D trying to come in. A couple of bodies down there, and we're going to get a stoppage here. I think offsides. The infraction. There were a couple of little trips in the pile there. We'll see if those type of extracurriculars develop at all. Is that one there cleanly onto the stick of Schaefer, tries to carry in. Bird will have to reverse here, wait for everyone to get on sides. Goes far side for T-Tech, carries up there. Good pressure in the form of Heitman, who now carries on into the zone, chased down by Marquette and Bird, offers a shot, stopped by Dura. Marquette now turning, trying to make a little bit of room. Manages to do so. Moving with the hesitance of someone who doesn't want to skate it coast to coast, but no passes available and nobody taking the puck, so at least skated as far as center ice before this one gets sent back in deep by Heitman. T-Tech there, directs that one, sends across center towards Schaefer. Carries this one all the way down, gonna bring it in, works to the backhand, and that one will go elevated up over the pad and puts that one in. It's a good skate, good backhand shot up and over, but I have to give a lot of credit on that exchange to the pass from Jackson T-Tech out of the corner there. Sometimes you get in that position trying to break it out and you look to force it up the boards. There was a half a second's consideration there and hit Schaefer coming across the middle, wide open all the way down, and Owen Schaefer took care of the rest. Tied up along the boards here, Marquette. Vincent trying to force it through. Schroeder will pick that one up backside, sends in the direction of the netminder, but a little bit behind. And it'll be Staros who picks up, tries to carry out. Puck loose near the top. So it'll be carried on in by Neath. Neath, the shot there. That one will go off the butt end of the stick or perhaps even the blocker, and goes to the far corner there. Schroeder sends that one there, caught the blocker of Holm something by surprise. Neath will tee one up from the near side again. That one stays low. Rebound out in front, pushed at by Marquette for a moment, and then covered up by Holm. We'll have run time here with the Thunder holding a 7-0 lead. 3:50 and counting here in the contest. I feel a little bit safer in predicting that the Thunder will be playing tomorrow at 7:40 p.m. It'll be live here on the M&M Thunder YouTube channel once again, so be on the lookout for that to be in the schedule of upcoming streams. This one here cleared out of the zone by Petrosic. Neath bats it away, but chased down by the stick of Heitman. And then good recovery on D there, trying to feed that one out. Gets put back in. T-Tech now stops, feeds on to the stick of Marquette. Marquette manages to get through, has Schroeder up ahead all alone. Passes along to that. Good pressure there from Petrosic coming back. Schroeder stops, sets up, and that one's going to beat the glove of Holm. And 8-0 Thunder lead. We'll say it was a very tight first period. Thunder put the first goal on the board for the entire contest with just 9 seconds remaining in period number 1. And then have been somewhat in control since then. Outscored 3-0 in the second, and now 4-0 so far here in the third with just 2.5 minutes of running clock remaining. That one bouncing there, sent back behind by Durham, picked up by T-Tech, and now skated up the near boards. T-Tech tied up there with Cook for a moment, but gathers in the loose puck. Now again recovers, and near side in the confusion, a step off sides. Bring this one out to neutral ice. Looks like we're going with an NFL-style running clock of it freezes until the ball is spotted. Marquette here trying to charge through. Feeds to Neath. Neath, a shot there. That one directed up high and behind. Near side for Neath. Sturros manages to snake that one away. It'll carry across neutral ice. Kicks up. Going to go all the way down here. Makes way past Bird. Works into the backhand and a diving effort there. We're going to get a penalty called here. We've got one player in the net. Credit to Sturros there, even after being past the netminder. Pushed it back out in front. We'll see here. We're going to get a penalty shot called. Not something you see incredibly often, but looks like this one's going to be brought out to center here, and it'll give Sturros a chance to break the shutout. He was tripped up on that one. Get the notes here. We'll have to see how much of the NHL All-Star Skills Competition was watched in the past week. Though I think the use of props is prohibited in normal gameplay. So pick up the puck near center. Good move there. Got it to the backhand. Just ran out of real estate a little bit. with 1:32 in this one. The shutout remains intact for the Thunder. It was a good effort there by Staros. Put a nice little move coming down the slot, but like I said, just ran out of real estate in time to get the shot off. Put this face off here to the left side of Dura, walking towards the net there, and comes out to the point there. Petrosic, a shot blocked by Neath. Neath trying to carry to the boards. Quick pressure came from the other Petrosic. And now Marquette carries up the boards. Stopped there by Verlin, trying to backhand out and skating away with it. Rosalind Bigger. Neath tied up for a second, backhands that one in deep. No icing there. He's on the right side of the blue line. I saw the official's arm up for a moment. A bit confused as Marquette tries to center that one under a minute to play here. About 50 seconds on the clock. Falling effort there by Petrosic. Goes now off the end boards. Picked up by Marquette. Marquette tries to center. Got a little sauce on that one, enough to get it to the middle. But Petrosic now picks up, crashing in. Neath to keep that one deep. 30 seconds now as this one comes out onto the stick of Lucas Petrosic. Carries into the zone. Neath recovering on defense there. And Schroeder picking up towards T-Tech. That one carried in. Offsides. And aggressively so. With just 12 seconds running on the clock, I think it would be unlikely that we even get to a drop of the puck here in this one. So there it is, a shutout for Landon Dura in net, and an 8-0 victory in the opener of the home tournament for the M&M Thunder Squirts. So for those of you, again, if you hadn't heard me mention it earlier, this team will play again tomorrow at 7:40 p.m. They will go up against the winner of tomorrow morning's 10:20 a.m. tilt between Copper Country and Everest. So again, if you're following both Thunder teams here, the C Division will play tomorrow at 1:50 p.m. against either Wanakee or Kenosha, and this team will be back here again live on the M&M Thunder YouTube channel at 7:40 p.m. taking on either Everest or Copper Country. I've been Brock Jersey. Thank you for watching M&M Thunder Hockey. We hope to have you back here again tomorrow. Again, your score final tonight, M&M Thunder 8, Marquette Crossroads 0.